Welcome to another episode of Gay BDSM Sexual Education, and this one, and we should record it quickly because one of my slaves wants their way to my dungeon, and I was telling him exactly how many spanks his ass gonna get, and a good idea came to my mind is to quickly tell you how I use the wood paddle with those metal spikes on top of it in my day-to-day regular BDSM training for correcting that behavior. Not any instrument in BDSM relationship is as helpful as a good old wooden paddle. I usually combine those with some humiliating activities, but it really depends on your dom. And if you want to be a good bottom, you should be okay when dom is not satisfied with your behavior. Simply bow down, stick your ass up on command, and get ready to receive that hard spanking session. I myself specialized on BDSM training, CC training, and poppers training, and it's really essential in BDSM training to have your bottom nice and ready to follow your orders, obviously in a healthy way. You see, when you are not satisfying your master, it will be that deep urge down in there in your mind to correct yourself and to receive a proper spanking. Now, what I told my slave is that I'm not satisfied with his behavior. That's why he's gonna receive the good spanking just in 40 minutes. What I'm gonna give him is that I share it with you personally for your sexual education because we're here not talking about fictional and erotica stuff that's been written or fantasized about. We're all here about being honest and truth with me, sharing some knowledge with you. By the way, if you want to engage in that deep BDSM training, don't forget to check description and my YouTube page for links that you can find in there to get the best slave out of you. My trainings put the huge before and after result. I highly recommend you to check it out yourself. Now, getting back to the topic. When he gets here, I'm gonna use those handcuffs that has been just prepared in here. Those will get my slave properly immobilized, ready to receive that pain. Pain is really important in BDSM relationship if, of course, you're into it, obviously. But I'm into it, and my slave's into it. That's why I usually get to spank those. The second he bows down and present that ass for a behavior correction, I'm gonna start with this side. That, without metal spikes, will get the buttocks nice and red, pink color, and I'm gonna put the blood flow into proper places, make it nice and sensitive. That's when all the fun will begin. I'm gonna start by giving it a good 5 to 10 to each buttock on this side. That one will make him whimper like crazy. And I don't want you to tell you exact details about our personal behavior correction, but for what he's done, we agreed. Yeah, that's right. We agreed on him getting a good another 15 to each one. And in his experience, with the amount of muscle pressure put into the wooden pedal, it will make him water in his eyes, crying, and that's what a slave gets when he is disobeying his master. You see, I find it funny that some of the slaves may have the bratty tendencies to intentionally disobey commands just to get a good spanking session, but no worries. In my practice, I've dealt both with bratty one, with completely submissive ones, and all of them end up in the same result, being completely obedient, being a good slave for their master. But just like I say, you cannot do it without having a good paddle, and which is more important, if you're a gay bottom in the first place, you cannot do it without a proper domino and with some good amount of sadism built into his character. That's why if you want to receive the education, the deep training, BDSM, what included in there is the spanking, chastity, and humiliation. Those will bring the best out of you. That's why I highly recommend you to check it out. Thanks, and stay tuned. You see, I'm always glad to see willing bottom slaves who are ready to learn how to properly submit, and I'm more than glad to share my experience in those sexual education videos for both you and me to get in touch and to enjoy healthy BDSM gay dynamics. Stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe.